Extreme winter weather. Once again, here's Lonnie Quinn.
You know, predicting exactly where and when extreme weather is going to hit, it's a pretty tough business. So to do it right, you want to go right to the source, and that's exactly where we're heading. North Conway, New Hampshire, population a whopping 2,000, with a scenic little railroad that's rolled through the valley for more than 100 years. But just a few miles up the road, the absolute extremes of winter wreak havoc on the observatory atop Mount Washington, the highest point in the Northeast. The mountain claims the title of the world's worst weather, more extreme on the whole than even Mount Everest.
Anything that will blow away has blown away.
Almost 140 people have died on Mount Washington.
There's been weeks where we don't see any sunlight for the entire week.
It's also not unusual for wind gusts here to top 100 miles per hour. And in April 1934, Mount Washington made the world record books with the highest gust ever clocked, and that record still stands today.
You have to respect it. You can't just walk outside on an 80-mile-an-hour wind.
But that's exactly why Vermont native and veteran meteorologist Jim Cantori from the Weather Channel joined us. He chases the most extreme storms for a living.
Very difficult to speak.
It's just kind of an extension of my childhood, to be quite honest with you. And I think that's why I do it.
We made it just in time for the weekly shift change, when a 5-person team of meteorologists head up with fresh supplies to replace the folks who've already spent a week up top.
Most of us won't shower for the whole week up there to conserve space.
I don't shower. I do smell best, though, I must say.
Well, given the opportunity, would you do a week up here?
Yeah, I would, definitely.
Here we are, Jim, the geographical summit of Mount Washington.
6,288 feet, highest gust ever recorded here, 231 miles an hour, Lonnie.
Now that is worse than a Category 5 hurricane. But we were pretty lucky. The wind was calm enough to allow Dave, our cameraman, to shoot without being blown over in 20 below zero wind chills.
Imagine a wind at 70 or 100 miles an hour. We couldn't stand out here.
Even so, the fog did cut visibility to a few dozen feet, and it froze on contact with everything, including, Dave's eyelashes, forming what's called hard rime.
You'll get rime ice on your goggles, on your glasses, on your mouth. It'll freeze your eyes shut.
The air that we're up in here is super cool. It's liquid, or vapor if you will, but below freezing. And as soon as it hits something that's cold or below 32 degrees, it's going to stick against it. And that's why everything up here is white.
24-year-old meteorologist Brian Clark has made this mountain his calling.
We're like a weather balloon sitting at 6,288 feet. We're providing data from the upper atmosphere that you won't get from a surface station.
Forecasters use that data to analyze storm tracks. These observers are first and foremost scientists working in 12-hour shifts to monitor conditions.
The further away from the center of the graph it is, the higher the wind speed is.
They've lived through the best and the worst, but these storm chasers also seek out extreme adventure like something they call the Century Club.
It's sort of an unsanctioned fraternity, I guess you could call it. You have to walk around our observation deck along the railing, no traction equipment of any sort. The winds have to be sustained at least 100 miles per hour, not gusting, sustained. It can take upwards of 10, 15 minutes to accomplish.
What's the heaviest wind sustained you've ever been in?
Probably 90.
Can you
Probably 90. Yeah, you couldn't do it.
It's the crawl of shame when you get knocked down and have to crawl back.
All joking aside, Brian and his team say that knowing their work on the mountain can help weather forecasters predict what's coming your way. That makes it all worthwhile.
Extreme cold can kill. Elise Finch and Dr. Holly Phillips report on how to protect yourself and what to